Well, Jesus is the author and finisher of our faith, but
Absolutely. Yeah.
we have a part in that. We have free will.
We have free will. When you're willing to put up with someone's shit and they're willing to put up with yours, like that's where a real relationship works.
Promise you, next time I'll be a lot less timid.
Are you being timid, mate? Maybe that's your practice then. It says, no, can't do it yet. I don't know if we touched on it, but I'll do it one last time. And because it's been hurting me. I was hurt. I normally set myself up for situations to where I don't really get hurt, except when you go all in on something that you trust in, and then your trust is broken, and you're like, fuck, man. And then you have to process these things and feelings or emotions or thoughts, and that takes a process. You have to go through the process of any loss, because it's going to be on your mind. So a friend recently tried to take their life.
Yes.
And it's not the fact, as screwed up as it is, that's not what bothers me. What bothers me is what happens after. If I tried to take my life and lived, that's a second chance on life. That means it didn't go through. There was a divine intervention. There was a spiritual protection. And if you come at me now in a conversation with your same bullshit and your fucking lies to yourself, I got a fucking problem. And in this situation, it brought out anger within me. And I've been controlling my anger for months. There's been a couple instances, but nothing serious. Nothing that I couldn't apologize for or make up for, and it would be no problem. Controlling myself and how I interact and how I speak with people, trying to be diligent. In this case, it went to the worst end where it's that harsh dude is out. That David Goggins, get off your fucking ass and get to work. Recognize what the fuck is happening. And, that's not empathy. That's not compassion. And I believe tough love is needed in a lot of circumstances with the generation today. But this particular person is a little older or age relative. So it's just hard, man, because I heard something about suicide and depression, and it's fucking rampant. It's rampant. It's all over the place, especially in the UK and America. In Japan, allegedly, I didn't look it up, but I had heard on something earlier. In Japan during the pandemic, the coronavirus, more people committed suicide than died of the coronavirus.
I was with a Japanese woman for 5 years from Japan. And this was before COVID, but unfortunately, it's a way of dealing with oneself if you don't even score high on academically.
Yeah.
That's how.
Oh, it's bad, bro. I know.
And I was, I didn't know that, but when she explained to me, that was something that is part of the culture.
Yeah,
If you don't meet certain expectations, then end your life. And going back to all of that, I lost a family member that way, not by blood, but by my ex-wife. And after that happened, that is one regret that I have, is that I didn't take enough time to give a shit. And it was only in retrospect that I made the conscious decision to not wait when a person calls out for help.
Bro, you came to me then.
Because you never know.
You never know. I never expected that. I didn't expect that call. I didn't fucking expect that. And you know, as hard as I am, and I want to believe it's right, would Jesus do that?
No.
Probably not. But I'm only resorting to the ways that I know they fucking work. It's like the drill sergeant, you know, like we have specific roles, and as much love and care that I share, I'm also on the other end of the spectrum. Like, there's no sugarcoating shit. There's no facade over it. If you want to be, and when I say successful, I don't mean like how much money am I going to make. Success comes differently. It's an internal thing. It's not an external thing. And so I'm fighting for that. Like, I'm giving all that hardness because I care too much. And it's the frustration of dealing with multitudes of people who aren't willing to put in the work. You have all the resources in front of you. You have a mini computer in your hand. You got Google. You got videos. You got avenues of communication. And people still think nobody cares about them. Although I will say, even when I went through my hardship last year, there wasn't many people who wanted to deal with me. I don't think that they didn't care, but it's intrusive into their life and their own bullshit. And so that's where I think people need to understand. It's like, man, people are just living life too. You know, whatever you're wearing and shit you're going through, well, fucking wear it. Wear it. Own it. Sit with it. Embrace it. Keep fighting. And if you are doing something that's not working, then do something else.
I agree with that.
And if you still can't find the answer, if suicide's the fucking option for you, well, I hate to sound that crass, but either fucking do it or don't. You know, like, there's light out. You have to fight your way out of every situation. Nobody wants to see anyone kill themselves, bro. Nobody wants to bury their family member. And we don't know how those, maybe it's very possible that evil entities get in, and possibly because there's a lot of alcohol or drugs involved, and that's where the demons find their way. And that's how they fuck with your head, your mentality, the way you think, the way you're acting. We all know taking our own life is not the answer. And so I guess for the first time, I got angry because I'm upset with that person. I'm upset with the people who have already died. I'm upset with the people that are dying every hour, taking their life. And I'm upset with having been there before in this thought process. And so it's frustrating because as much as we want to do good, like, and I know the healing process, I was blessed with that. I was blessed with you. I was blessed with the sacred medicine. I was blessed with something that's not normal in society because I've never been fucking normal. God knows I've taken every other which way path and gone through the school of hard knocks, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It's built me up to this moment. I've been blessed that. But I'll be damned if I don't go out without an effort and without speaking the truth from what at least I know and or my perspective. And that's all I can offer. And that's a major reason why I'm here and sitting here with you and sharing the story over Il Forno pizza and charcuterie, and some beautiful extra añejo tequila and a couple beers, because there's an avenue for us. And I've been fortunate enough to get this far. And I've endured the biggest loss of my life and being blessed with knowing what love is and fighting most of my life to get there, to have that. Losing relationships along the way. And I don't know how to explain it all, but it all makes full circle. So I know people can get out of that fucking funk. I know they can. But will you?
But how much work does it take?
Will you? Will you fucking go to the gym? Will you? Will you fucking go out of your way to sacrifice and do something? Will you do something for yourself? Will you? Do you care? Do you believe? Do you believe in something that someone, do you not care what other people think? The people who say, I don't give a fuck, are the ones who actually give a fuck. Those are the ones having dark thoughts too. We give a fuck. We're built human. We're built with this spiritual being, trying to enjoy a human experience. But I'll be damned, bro. Like, fuck, do not people run away from themselves? They run away from their spiritual side. They run away from their healing. They run away from having to put in the work. They think that just having money and getting through life, having a beer is the answer. There's so much fucking more than that. It's why the laws of religion do not confine me. I'm beyond it. Why? Because I believe in so much more. It doesn't mean that the Christian or the Catholic or the Jew or the Muslim is not in a good community doing good things for people and helping each other. That's exactly what is supposed to happen. But for me, there's more. Is there more than Jesus? No, it's just there's more of a universe. Jesus is the answer in a sense. He's our last greatest teacher, sharing unconditional love and showing us things in like a handbook of life, just like the Bible, like scripture works. But there's more. There's more we're unaware of. So whatever works for you, whatever works for your faith base, whatever works for how you help each other. Like when you go to church, have you ever seen anyone like push the theology on you? No. They just genuinely want to be around other people like-minded, other believers, helping each other and helping the community. Like that's a fucking beautiful thing. And that's what you're here for, then fucking great. I'm all about that. I support that. Matter of fact, I'll help you. What do you need? But to be conformed, I can't. I don't know. Maybe I'm not from here. Maybe I'm from somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe I did some bad things in a previous life. Maybe I'm relearning some very serious and immense and intense lessons about life and about love and about people that maybe I forgot at one point. I don't know. I'm just blessed to share. I'm just blessed to have that deep of a thought. And for some people, they're like, that's too much, man. This dude's off the fucking deep end. He's done too many shrooms. It's a fucking comment, I'm sure, you know? But it's not the case at all. So I don't know, man. It's I think overall after this time, it's a new chapter. It's a new book. And you write it.
Yeah, you do write it.
Not too right, man.
Well, Jesus is the author and finisher of our faith, but
Absolutely, yeah.
we have a part in that. We have free will.
We have free will.
So yeah, man, we just gotta try to align our will with capital H, His will, and allow things to unfold as they will.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot in that, and I realize too the more that I get inclusive with Jesus, things happen, and it's not for me. It's not just one answer. There's a God, a creator, or something. But we could all be lied to, in some sense. This could all be a matrix. It could all be like there's so many different things like that could elaborate to say, oh, this could be this could be that. But what's funny is when you go in there and you go in your intuition, you feel it. You know what's up. And I think if you just do good, man. Like, but the problem is we're hypocrites too. Like, I know I'm a hypocrite at times because really what happens is you're speaking out like, man, this should be like this and like that and like that. And what you're really doing is talking to a fucking mirror. You're telling everyone else exactly what it is you should be doing for yourself. And that right there, bro, I catch myself at times like, oh shit, I'm preaching.
I'm all like,
I'm fucking preaching to myself.
And it's okay to talk to yourself like that. It's okay to be hard on yourself.
Yeah, but it's also good to let it go. Yeah. You're not supposed to beat yourself up. But I think the point is when you recognize what you're saying outwardly and what's really supposed to be happening is you're supposed to be applying that attention to you. So you're a hypocrite. I do it at times and I see it and I'm like, man, you're a fucking hypocrite, mate. All right, cool. Well, let me own that and let me do something about it. I'll give you an example. This morning I woke up, I was a tad bit hungover.
Mm-hmm.
I almost called into the gym. Bruh, can't make it, bruh. No, I said, fuck it. Let's go. I said, fuck it. Get up, go, get there. And then about 25, 30% through, I started working through. I
sweated it out,
worked through it. And then I ran a mile afterwards. And there was a point in the early mile, I was like, man, maybe I just run half a mile.
Let me just walk.
And then I said, you fucking wanker, finish the fucking mile. At least just get the mile in. And then get on with the day. Boom, boom, boom. And now look, see, I feel everything was fine.
All right, you geezer.
All right, you geezer. I didn't say that it wasn't going to be a good day anyway, but it was just, it's that type of accountability. That type of accountability when you sit down and meditate, pray, use the sacred medicine for healing, understanding that you are putting time into healing like you're going to the fucking gym, like you're going to work, like you have to make time. If it's important to you, you make time. You want to be a present father? You want to be a fucking present person? Then make time. And then don't beat yourself up the day you can't make it. Like if I didn't make it to the gym, I wouldn't have beat myself up over it. Mm-hmm. But I'm only limited. I only got a few days right now. I'm working a shit ton of hours, like doing more than the average. When I hear people like, I'm just smoking and chilling, I'm like, dude,
must be nice.
I don't even feel that way because I wouldn't want it that way.
I understand.
I got a purpose, just like you do. And you're putting in the time, you're putting in the hours, the overtime, the inclusive in the relationships, the going to visit people, drive over here, spending the actual time and the diligence in the actual process of growing. That's a fucking process, dude. Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, so one of the things about this type of work, this type of calling, it's not just the scientific part, you know, it's follow ups, checking up on people, calling people, asking them how their session went, asking them questions about what they learned, their thoughts, their feelings. How's a battery?
We're good. Keep going.
And I'm not going to say it's easy because, you know, you're taking upon yourself a lot of energy from other people, but it's worth it because um, I'm strong enough because it's God that I'm leaning on, not my own strength. And as I mentioned before, you know, the okay, the amount of positive feedback that I get from individuals uh, sharing what's happened to them in their life, like yourself, James, and hearing that the course of their life is taking a different direction, right? Their behaviors, their patterns, their approach to life, their relationships, all those things are important, better than any type of money ever, because a job has been fulfilled, you know?
Yeah. Do you feel like, for me personally, it was, I had already started on a physical balance. I've always been physical. My mental was, if we were to judge, like, you know, like it was still up there, but I had a lot of shit to deal with. Even with Erica, I was fed up. Like, even with life, like, I was like, fuck, baby, like, why are we doing this? Like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, you know, things were frustrating. She had, you know, she dealt with, it wasn't all fucking peaches and cream, you know what I mean? Like,
Cupcakes and rainbows.
yeah, that's a good one, mate. Fucking cupcakes and rainbows. I just served you up some, a dose of shut the fuck cupcakes. But no, so I mean, she got me, and that's a hard thing when you're willing to put up with someone's shit, and they're willing to put up with yours. Like, that's where a real relationship works. And our shit wasn't that bad, and mine was probably a little heavier than hers, but she'd been through things in life too, so it was a great thing. But spiritually, if there's anything that psilocybin has done for me, it's the sacred part of the sacred medicine. It awakened and or enlightened. It awakened me to enlighten myself to be on a spiritual journey that has so much more meaning than any fucking joint, blunt,
Pill.
pill, drink. You know, you feel me? Like, a spiritual high is so much more impactful in someone's life than anything else. And gaining clarity, because I've always seeked truth my whole fucking life. Always seeked it. I just didn't realize it was going to take the death of the love of my life to figure it out. It's like a Romeo and Juliet type shit, you know? Like, I was ready to go too. But it's not my time. And trust me, I've tried. And not like I pulled out a gun and tried to kill myself. Even drinking,
wrestling,
boozing it, just doing shit, like, you know, and then still fighting, learning and operating and evolving, but still doing, and I'm still part of it. There's some things you got to accept, whether it's your darkness or light, you know, like, I'm 48 years old. A healthier choice would be for me to stop drinking, as it would for anyone, but at what expense? at what fucking expense after everything I've been through in life. And if things progressively get worse, I don't know. I don't know if I could make the commitment. It's like if God was sitting right here and was like, "Hey, James, I'm like, man, hey, bro, I can't help you, man. Like, I still got to do this." It's not, it's hard because when I know, I say it, people have a hard time making changes in their life, right?
Yeah.
Like making big changes. And I've made big changes in my life multiple times. I've adapted, I've moved different places, accepted new people, been in relationships. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Have you ever asked yourself, not what are you willing to do for God, but like some people change their whole life in ways that I'm like, you're not even yourself anymore. I'm just being me. And that I think is the hardest. That's part of the challenge is when people, is they do things as a procedure just to be almost like a robot because it's the right thing to do. How do you know what the fucking right thing to do is? The right thing for you to do is to accept yourself, love yourself, and be yourself. And that's hard.
Especially when you got commitments.
Especially when you've been influenced and constructed your whole life. What's true freedom? Where does the true freedom come from?
God's will for me.
It comes from within. So if this is my darkness that I'm wearing on this fucking earth, then so fucking be it. And then let me fucking wear it with pride. And let me be myself. Not, oh man, I can't drink. I can't do, like, I'm more powerful than that. So give me my little simple pleasures of whatever that is and leave me the fuck alone. Quit telling me what I need to do. And dude, people get fucking destroyed by this. I've seen it firsthand and I've always been stronger than it. The only problem is there's a level of science and physicality in your gene pool where certain foods and things and drinks affect you. So you got to know what to put in your mouth. This is getting to a point for me, not because I totally overconsume, but yeah, I probably push that limit a bit more than the average, but I'm also British, man. What do you expect? Come from fucking generations of alcoholics. I've broken the generational curse of being a father. So what do you want me to do? You want me to break that one too? I told my son, you break that. I'm not fucking breaking it. You break it. I think I don't know what could happen in my life that would make me break it. What would make you break it? You got to bury a kid? It's hard, man. It's hard to let certain habits go or create new habits for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of things destroy people, but overall, I know I'm strong. I know I'm courageous. I know my path of vulnerability and being honest is a good path to have. I know leaving that behind, at least my son can witness it and or re-listen to it, read it, look at it, understand his pops, like that's important to me.
Well, you said something earlier, which, it's great because that generational curse of not being there for
That's a big one, dude. My son.
You're there,
He just turned 18.
Yeah.
That was
a young man.
It's a milestone for me, bro. I even sat down video for it. And
so be grateful for that right now.
I am. I just want to do more.
And you will.
I just want to do more. So it's hard, man. I want to do more, but yet it's his time, not mine, to tell me what more is, And so, yeah, even if in my son, he never blinked an eye when I was like, man, Because I've taken break. You've known me to take breaks from drinking last year, right? A couple of them, few of them. Some were shorter than others. They were supposed to be a bit longer. But fuck, after about 2 weeks, I'm like, dude, I'm having a fucking drink. This is ridiculous. The longest I went was 95 days before Erica passed. 95 days. After years
of going hard.
It may not seem like a lot, but it's not so much going hard. It's just part of the lifestyle. Like, you know, like some people sit down and read a book before they go to bed or whatever. Like I have a fucking drink. Whenever I started in the evening or late night, you know, like I don't wake up drinking. I don't fucking, I want to, that's how I balance my shit. It's like smoking. I gave in. I smoke. Why? It's what I do. I run. I work out. And trust me, let me tell you, the level of conditioning that I can get to and I can be at requires no smoking. The maintaining and being somewhat healthy, I can do with smoking. I don't have a why right now. I don't have a why. I've done all that. I don't have a why I need to. What, just to be the better version of myself? Just, I don't know. I don't feel that. If I wanted to do that, I'll do that. And when I tell myself that, I'll do it. But I need a why. And there's no why.
I know that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think most people are that way. They don't have the why. I want to lose weight. I want to go to the gym. I want to look good naked.
The why is just to feel better overall for me.
See, and that's a good thing. But most people, it's the vanity. They see the vanity online. They want to look like this person. They want the same response and or attention. They feel lonely. They're not getting any love online on the dating app with their half-ass fucking full facade profile. So it all gives into the same cycle. And so they don't really work out. They don't have a why. They don't put in the passion in the gym. They don't put the passion in their diet. You gotta have a fucking why. Creatively, you gotta have a why. Socially, you gotta have a why. Like there's a lot of whys. And if you can answer them and define them, then you have things that you can work for. Then you can go after it and feel good about putting in that effort. But without it, you're just spinning your fucking wheels. And so for me right now, I'm spinning my wheels. Which one you want?
Ooh, restroom
We'll do
break.
one more.
Yeah. Take our little restroom break. I gotta pay.
What's your why?
Forrest Gump.
What's your why? Gotta pay.
I gotta pay.
Gotta pay.
Now my why in response to which question?
Well, you have a why with the psilocybin. That's why you get up. That's why you put in the work. That's why you pay extra. That's why you put in monatomic gold. That's why you structure your water to remove any memory. That's why you are able to have paid attention to detail to how to not get them contaminated and to produce well. And there's a lot of whys.
Yeah, there's too many whys.
But the whys that are exceed outwardly are not external. They're internal whys that help others in ways like myself.
I want to the why is because if you're gonna do it the best.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Don't.
That's my attitude on life. Always has been.
Like what they said that Jurassic Park.
Do it right or don't.
No expense.
You want a little taste test? Do you want a little tears of
let's go with the tears this time around.
La Llorona.
La Llorona. Thank you.
I was talking about my girlfriend.
Oh.
That I broke up with. She's got tears of La Llorona. La Llorona? La Lloronas? What is it? La Llorona.
Tears of La Llorona. 2 L's.
La Llorona.
La Llorona.
La Llorona. La Llorona?
La Llorona. I mean, my Spanish isn't that well, but
Okay, I'm going to do that, and I want to finish
Okay.
with this one.
I'm capturing the bouquet.
It's just deeper. Like, deeper and deeper.
Oh, wow.
The tears?
It's just, I mean, they're both excellent.
It is, but it's just got the rounded sugar, sweet. It's an app, like after dinner. It's beautiful. And then you got the Rancho de Oro.
Which,
You got the chorro?
not the chorros. Hey,
The chorros?
mess around and have a Chacho's, a King Kong nachos, and you're going to get the chorro. Remember
Fuck
the King
around
Kong
and
nachos from
find
back
out.
in the day?
Yes, sir.
Whew. Hurting.
Let me be.
Not from alcohol
Here's
either.
to a good night. You know, if this was a personal conversation, and it is, I'm telling you, there's outside interference. We can't put it out yet. Something's interfering. We're not ready.
It's a studio. You know what? Whatever it might be. I mean, we came and we said what we got to say. We're sharing what's going on in our personal lives and in our hearts. So it's worth something, you know?
It's still being put out.
Yeah. Promise you next time I'll be a lot less timid.
Are you being timid, mate? Maybe that's your practice then. It says, no, can't do it yet. I don't know, on a light note, the Il Forno pizza was good. The antipasta is always a pleasure. I love the garlic.
It's still going good.
Still going good, mate. And then all the references to how important Erica's and I's relationship was in the healing process and the whys and it's all been good, brother. And I'm super happy you could come here and join me with this and embark on this journey. I think it's great.
Likewise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Fucking Bentley. And I think we'll have much more to project on. I'm still gonna go to El Forno. I'm still go wrap it up with Jason over there and see if we can get to a chit chat. We'll still be sipping on some good tequila. We're gonna have to do something different next time. But you like this one?
Hey,
The Rancho de Oro.
they're both winners. I'm not going to take nothing away from either one of them. They all have their own
identity, their own
identities,
characteristics, their own
yeah.
shit. Yeah. And the man, you turned me on to that. And
The tears ain't no punk, dude. And I remember exactly where we had it at.
yeah,
Right there on,
yeah.
on
What's
Flores.
it called? That's Johnny Hernandez.
Johnny Hernandez, Botanero.
Botanero.
Is it Botanero?
I don't know. I can't remember. But I like the little spot. And the
Yeah.
little statue outside, right? We took a
Yeah.
picture. And,
Nice tequila.
went a couple-
Nice selection on
yeah.
tequila and mezcal.
oh, yeah. I mean, you can get the tears. It wasn't too expensive either. I think it was
Yeah.
30
30 a pour.
30 a pour. I've seen 40 a pour.
Yeah.
That's a bit ballsy, isn't it?
I mean, it is a $320 bottle. So,
It's 300.
300. Okay.
I had the
remember-
key. I brought the key last time, and I thought that was a $300 bottle. I've seen it online for $2 to $250, up to $3, but I think it's about that 2 range. This is definitely a 3. I don't know what this cost.
Well, I can say that you're not going
It's
to
up.
find that.
I'm
in
gonna
the
tell you
US.
right now. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's up there. And that hand painted ceramic ball was beautiful, mate. I don't know about the artwork, but
Well, it's hand
is he
painted.
having a siesta with his little donkey?
Hey, you know what happened to him?
Oh,
He had a bit too many.
he had a bit too much, mate. So we did this one, and we did the tears.
Excuse me.
The tears of
Llorona.
La Llorona. I'm waiting for it to come back. There it is. There we go. So Rancho de Oro, Tears of La Llorona. Bloody good stuff. This one is a 3-year, right? Yeah, 3-year extra añejo. I didn't see a year.
Well, actually, the
it says 3
Tears
right
is
there.
8. Is it 3 or 8?
Oh, it says number 3. Oh shit.
No, it's 8 years at least. If I'm not mistaken, it's at least aged 8 years.
I'll tell you this much. The key was 7. So yeah, it's probably 8. And that's lovely. And this is probably one of those, this is up there. It has to be. Hmm.
That's like an OG tequila bottle.
You
dude.
know, I'll be rolling with that OG.
You're not gonna find that at Specs or at
Mm.
Total Wine. No, sir.
No, it's not commercial. They don't add anything. That's 100% blue agave way.
Booyah.
Did you have fun here?
Yeah.
What'd you like best about it?
The ability to express, and share,
Yes,
and
sir.
to be free and to overcome camera fright. Not camera fright.
I get it.
Yeah. I'm not used to being filmed. I never even take selfies of myself.
Well, we're not filming.
Oh,
There's no film.
well, not film, but record.
That's it, you geezer. You caught on real quick. Dude, I tell people that all the time because in the film industry, you're filming. In this case, in the digital world, you're recording.
Yeah.
If you're going to be
Capturing.
if you're going to be a technical prick about it,
Hey, but you know what? There is something called the Akashic Records.
yeah, absolutely, I'm aware.
Where everything is recorded
stored.
in the ether.
Okay, but what is that? I mean, doesn't that even I've heard? Doesn't
That's
that
another
reset?
topic for another day? But
It is.
let's educate ourselves more on that and help share what that is, and how it's influenced our lives and humanity. One thing I will say is that maybe the next time we can touch base on the teachings of Edgar Casey, which are Edgar Casey.
Is that a serial killer?
No, he's
Just John Casey.
He's the most
Casey.
well documented clairvoyant in our current history. Right, he established the Association for Research and Enlightenment in Virginia Beach.
Oh.
It has over 14,000 readings that he gave that are available to us all for study, research, and spiritual growth.
Have you seen that guy on Netflix, the one that does the readings? Like, can't tell you his name off the top of my head, but he's a clairvoyant and tells people about like their family. He touches their family or a loved one. Like, someone's coming to me, they're like this, and like, dude, his shit's like, he's got a long list. Like, little white kid from like LA or something.
I think I may have seen him. He's a young cat, right?
Yeah.
He does a lot of readings for rich people, right?
Yeah. Well, no, not just rich people, but he does a lot of readings in general.
Mm.
But like anything else, it wears them out. And
Hey, well, I'll tell you what. I'm not here to discredit him because everybody's born with a gift.
But how do you know how do you know when that clairvoyant is real or not? Like, that's the problem, right? There's no authenticity.
I'm
not either, bro. It's
the
hard.
good thing about Edgar Casey is that all of his stuff is documented. And
what does that mean?
It's
well, the guy on Netflix is documented and his shit looks real. It doesn't look overproduced or lied about. And I feel like he's authentic. And then you hear stuff like that. They're just far few in between compared to the fucking tarot reading on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a good tarot reading?
One?
I don't
really go to. I don't.
Let me ask you this: do you think a lot of it here in San Antonio or South Texas is black magic? Because they say that, or that's what they use.
I would say that I tend to not lean towards those type of
me neither, bro.
Things for answers.
Me
because
neither. Yeah,
I don't want to open up that door to whether it be dark or not. I choose to rely on the unfoldment of life, and I don't want to have expectations based on an external source other than God. If I'm listening to that individual, I'm preconditioning my expected outcome on life to be based on the information that they've provided. I keep hearing the noise.
Right? Like a drop of water?
And I think it's probably the condensation coming from that
AC.
air conditioner. Remember, I kept looking over there.
Me too. Hey. Oh, no big
Oh,
deal.
but anyhow,
We'll figure it out in a minute.
anywho, la da da la da da da. How's that song go?
La, 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 ha, ha.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome.
That was only in our lifetime, dude. Nobody knows about that shit anymore, right? La da da hee, la da da ha, la da da hoo, la da da ha ha. The club.
The club days were cool, bro.
Hey,
Remember the club days?
let me tell you something. When we went out, when we're in our 40s, right? Late 40s.
I don't know.
But when we
I'm in
went
my
out,
20s. No.
you went out to dance. You didn't go out to bullshit. Like,
You want to share one last one?
one last, mate.
You have a last pour, you geezer. Hey, get that garlic. Get that fucking garlic.
This one?
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, the cheese.
This is with the cheese.
Does Bentley know about the word cheese?
Like smile?
No, have you ever given him cheese before? Yeah, he would love it. Oh, you know, when he was staying with me, I gave him cheese for those 10 days.
I'll give him a little bit of things. But I try not. He doesn't really do too well with human food. Gets the shits, mate.
Damn it, boy.
I give him wet food and dry food, though. Every day.
What does he do when you give him some fat of brisket?
Depending on if I gotta leave him, I gotta be careful. Otherwise he'll shit the house, wouldn't he? He likes to barbecue a little bit, but he's just really weird, man. Food, like sometimes if I put the bowl too close and I just sit on the patio,
He won't eat it.
yeah, like he can't eat it, and I'm like, dude, just eat. And he's like, oh no, I can't eat now. I don't know what's going on.
You can't be looking.
I moved it far away. Go eat over there, motherfucker. It's crazy, bro. He's had to teach me levels of patience, but he's just weird. I don't know. He's always been weird, timid, and I might have intimidated him too much as a young kid. I don't know.
Those Natalenses are going to be rowdy.
Are they? They hit hard?
From what I'm hearing, they may be just a step under the Enigmas.
I'm ready.
Got 25 of them. 0.34.
I saw that.
I don't know how much I gave old boy. I
Give him a lot.
Huh?
Give him a lot.
The same amount as you. Yeah.
50?
Oh, no. I gave you 25. I gave him 25.
So 50. Peaches and cream.
And then another friend of mine hooked up too. So main thing is I'm excited, very excited to know that he's on his path, man. And it took him how many years? He said 34 years.
To come to Jesus?
Just to
come to Jesus
wake
moment?
up, to find purpose, to find.
Well, let me ask you this. It's impossible for every soul on this planet to be on the same level, right? So if you're an advanced soul, you have a higher responsibility of understanding where people are in their journey. It's not our mission to save the world and heal the world. It could possibly be a part of awakening what needs to awaken, but if everything is about energy and vibration, and there's low vibrational energies in this 3D dimension, the advanced souls still have to live in the 3D world, so they have to relate to the lower vibrational entities, and that comes with a higher responsibility and accountability.
Patience is key.
Absolutely. Hence why the great teachers are always having the most patience. So being connected takes even more and more. Why shamans and people from living in Tibet and going on these very deep spiritual journeys. Fuck, could you imagine an American trying to do that? Like, that's grown up here in the past 100 years? Like, it's just not possible. I mean, it is, but they get called, like certain souls get called to, okay, it's time. You've learned enough. It's time to awaken. It's time to heal. It's time to grow. I think that's a normal path. And that's why teachers and healers don't go out searching for people to heal, or don't market it that way, or it just doesn't come that way, because like you said, it's kind of divinely placed.
Right.
People are placed.
Just like, oh boy.
Yeah, you got soul families, bro. Like, and you got to realize your soul family is spread out. So when you go back to heaven, that's why they're all cheering and happy for you to come back. It's like, oh shit,
Welcome back.
Welcome back, bitch. I'm Rick James, bitch. Fucking hell, man. So, I mean, it comes with a certain level of responsibility, I think, in personal growth, and not on the sense of what motivational speaking is all about and just pumping you up. And I do believe in that, though. Like, I really do. Like, that's a great start. There's still people who need to grow that way. Like, fuck, I did, you know?
Edgar Cayce used to say, you don't go to heaven, you grow to heaven.
Amen, bro. That's what I'm doing. That's why I can't go yet.
Damn right.
That's why the impact of that loss is important. It's not necessarily, I don't know, bro. It's hard to add up, because I don't want to sound selfish in the sense of, oh, she, like she died for me, or I had to fucking learn from this. Like, no, this is just what I can take from this, what I don't understand, because I didn't get to protect her. I am a protector, and I didn't get to protect her. I think
she was like, before y'all came here, you all held hands, or said.
You heard of twin flames?
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of soulmates. Mm-hmm. There's a difference. You have soulmates you meet in your life, and you have a twin flame. That's your equal and opposite. That's your person. She's my twin flame,
I'm going to help you grow, but I'm going to have to die for you to.
Twin flames chase each other through different timelines, different lives, supposedly. These things I hear, I don't know. But if there was to put any definition, I started to realize that it was beyond a soulmate level, and this is more of a twin flame level. Like, this is the one. Like, this isn't something that. And I've had a medium. You're aware. I've had a medium come to me that I didn't ask for, that I didn't go seeking, that gave me a reading on something that Erica would have communicated, and was pretty powerful. And I always kind of believed, or I believe, that the day that I go, she'll be there. She'll be there. Fucking come on. And then you start asking weird questions of like, will you receive love again in this life? And even if
you will,
and if I do, it's not about comparison or the same level type thing, right? It's about companionship and friendship first, and understanding. But what if you get married? Does that mean when you die, which wife you go with? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird.
It's just a man-made ritual.
Right. Yeah. So I know that my connection with her is much stronger and deeper than anything I really understand. And she still lives through me in spirit and ways. And I don't know why that awkwardness and weird thing happens. It's not some dream state. It's not something as a byproduct of trying shrooms or using psychedelics as a healing agent. It's not something I'm holding on to that I won't let go. It's not some type of therapy that I need. It's a realization that There's unknowns. And accepting that is enough for me. And living and doing the best that I can to live in the moment now and being present and being spiritual in ways that aren't just inclusive to laws of religion. Because fuck, I'm much more powerful than that. I know I am.
You will not be conformed to this world.
No, sir.
But be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Yes, sir.
That you may prove what is that good and that acceptable and perfect will of God.
It proves itself, brother. It proves itself in my actions. It proves itself in my therapy, in my own self-therapy. I have been advanced enough to do that, do the school of hard knocks, walking through the valley of the shadow of death, working in dark areas and working and seeing things in life and dealing with death. And there's just much more responsibility, and I'm okay with it all. So I walk confidently. I walk confidently now, and knowing that I have that support from her. And things are unfolding in weird ways that I wouldn't expect. And so I'm rolling with it, and I'll stay as advanced as I can within myself, but be humble enough just to share love, and ultimately unconditional love through empathy, compassion, and gratitude, and joy, and peace, and forgiveness, and all these attributes of heaven. I don't know how else to explain that. I'm not some scientist. I'm not very well spoken in specifics all the time. It's mainly in theory and experience. And I embrace it. And I know there's more that I don't understand, that I'm involved in, but it's for the right reasons. It's for the right reasons. Whether it's a lesson to learn. I said it last time, it's, people come and go in and out of your life. We're not meant to be in each other's life forever.
For seasons.
Yeah. Reasons, seasons, lessons, or blessings. We say it, you know that. You've heard me say it.
And all of them at once.
Or all of them at once, like Erica. She was here for a reason. She was here for a season. She was here for a lesson. And she was here for a blessing. She's one of the only ones. Besides my mother, maybe.
Your mother's still here?
Meaning, she encompasses all four.
Mm-hmm. Your mom.
My mom. Fucking lovely lady, ain't she? She my biggest supporter, man.
Very nice lady, man. I'm glad she got a chance to meet me and Marie.
Oh, I'm sure it'll happen again, mate. We're not done. But, it's crazy what we go through in life and where we come from and what we do. And, man, I've been all over the place in the sense of being born in England, grew up in New York, California, and here. This has become home. I love Texas for many reasons, but I'm British, American, and Texan. I embrace it all, man.
Yes, sir.
I got boots on. Prove it. Walk a mile in these boots. Fuck. But, overall, through all the experiences and all the pitfalls and downfalls, there's been many, many blessings and protections and things that have looked out for me, and people, experiences, learning lessons and hardships and all those things. But I'm grateful for that. If I died tomorrow, I've lived the life of 4 men. I say it all the time.
Well, guess what, man? Well, I don't know how soon this is going to happen, but get ready for the Philippines.
There's shots in the Philippines? I'm ready. Let's go.
Place I've never been, but
I know you say
have a home there. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, don't tempt me with a good time. I know we got more work to do, but we'll get there. We'll have a place to go.
Young, bro.
Ooh, it's a good question. I fight myself. Like, I haven't been able to accept old age yet.
I'll tell you one thing.
As young as I
And
am.
it was confirmed on last Wednesday.
Oh, shit. Tell me then.
I was out there on those trails, Friedrich Wilderness Park, huffing and puffing, moving along. And I saw people in their 70s out there doing it, smiling while they're moving. And
They're doing a walk fast.
they were
running
getting after it, dude, like moving fast. I was like,
You saying walking?
well, because it's uneven terrain. You're going up an
Oh.
elevation. It's hiking, dude. Like you're
Mhm.
going up not mountain, but hills, and moving fast with a smile on their face. And I said, what excuse do I have?
Ooh. You know that's right.
When I'm that age, I pray that I'm in that type of shape and that I'm living that type of life where I'm happy. And we're talking about an older lady smiling by herself, moving fast.
It's not far down the road for us.
No,
But
but
another blink.
yeah. But every single time I've ever gone to Friedrich Wilderness, it's the older people that inspire me because I said, they're still doing it. What excuse do I have?
All right. I'm going to end this.
All right.
Because it's late. Our damn technical
Uno más.
A small pour.
Just a whisper.
A small whisper.
Just a whisper.
Wow.
Anything more is too much.
Let me find out. Let me fucking find out. I love you, brother.
Love you too, man. Peace
my
be
best
with
friend.
you.
God bless
Likewise, man. Name of
Likewise.
Jesus, brother. Peace be with
Amen.
you.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's another
It
episode.
didn't even make me go, ah. It was just like, it coated the throat. It was smooth.
Let's do another episode of Hot Talks with the Hot Box. I'm James English.
I'm David Sanchez.
God bless y'all on your journeys, and may peace be with you.
Much love.
Much love. We appreciate you on the power of healing. And this episode, we will bring you what we can from the evidence of tonight's shenanigans. But until next time, and we'll do one again, brother. We'll do another one again.
I'll volunteer.
Amen.
Let me know, and I'll make myself available.
Let me find out. God bless.
Peace be with you.